live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
We start with breaking news overnight. An arrest made in the death of 22-year-old Incarnate Word student who police say was shot and killed before crashing his vehicle in Selma.
Plus, what San Antonio Police Chief is telling us about one of his officers who shot a woman near the medical center area last night.
Plus, a look at what was just approved in the brand new budget for the city of San Antonio.
And good morning. We begin right now with a major arrest overnight. Selma police making an arrest in the murder of Joseph Banales.
That's right. This is a story that we've been covering for over a year now. He was a 22-year-old nursing student at the University of Incarnate Word and a member of the ROTC program. He was killed while on the road in April of 2023.
Patty Santos is live right now at Bexar County Jail, where the suspect was taken in for booking. Patty, what do we know this morning?
Again, we have very limited information because this arrest just happened a few hours ago around midnight. Again, we know that this involved the death of a 22-year-old man who was shot and killed before crashing his vehicle in Selma. This happened last year. I want to draw your attention to the screen right now. This is video as that suspect was driven into the Bexar County Detention Center overnight. The original shooting happened around 11:45 on April 15, 2023 along I-35 near the Forum. Joseph Banales' family believes he was the victim of a road rage incident. The Bexar County medical examiner determined he died from a gunshot wound to the head. And over the past year, the Selma Criminal Investigations Division has partnered with several agencies to interview hundreds of witnesses. We talked with a family spokesperson this morning, and she said the family is very upset that this was an arrest involving someone who pretended to be a witness. Again, this just happened a few hours ago. We have already put in calls to the Selma Police Department to find out more information about this arrest, including the name and how they were able to locate this person. We hope to have more answers for you this morning. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Patty, thank you so much. And also developing this morning, San Antonio police say that a robbery suspect is dead after officers shot him overnight. That's
right. This happened late last night on Cantrell Drive on the south side. That is an area just southeast of I-35 and South Zarzamora Street. Our Devin Karp is live at police headquarters with what Police Chief McManus is saying about this latest incident this morning. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning, y'all. Police Chief William McManus says that they went after a 35-year-old robbery suspect last night after officers shot him. And the chief says he committed 3 other robberies this month. This one was the 4th. Police tell us that officers were watching the suspect during his latest store robbery late last night near the 1400 block of Cantrell. The chief says a situation in the store kept officers from moving in and stopping that suspect initially.
Because of the situation in that address, we didn't want to do it, so we did a traffic stop. He fled, he ran down this, drove down this block behind me and got out of the car and ran. And at some point, he ran into a fence. He had a gun in his hand. He turned toward the officers, and reports are that he pointed the weapon, and he was shot by the officers he pointed the weapon at.
The chief says that suspect died at the scene. They are now waiting for the medical examiner to make a report. Now, we're still going to continue to gather information for this story and keep you updated over the air for some of our later newscasts, as well as online. You can always find this information on KSAT.com. For now, I'm sending it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thank you very much for that report, Devin.
All right, yeah, jam-packed day to day, but not so much in our forecast right now, right, Justin?
No, it's pretty quiet right now. We actually did have a few showers and storms yesterday, which was nice to see. I think we could see a little bit of a repeat of that again today, so don't be surprised if a stray storm or two pops up a little bit later today. In the meantime, temperatures will still be very hot. 97 is where we end up. Heat index values still up around 105. You know, the peak heat index yesterday was 106. This is rough weather. We're going to go through it again today. Partly cloudy skies, too. Let me show you the futurecast real quick and that threat for a stray storm or two. So we'll fast forward here to around 3 o'clock. Shows a shower or two popping up. And then by the late afternoon and evening hours, this particular model does want to break out a stray storm or two, much like yesterday. So we keep a very small chance in the forecast. The weekend forecast. If you have plans, know that it will still be hot, but we shave off a degree or two when it comes to those temperatures. And yes, we officially enter into fall on Sunday with a high of 94. And very quickly next week, some pattern changes, maybe some rain chances, and the tropics are heating up too. We got a lot to talk about, and we'll get to that forecast here in just a couple minutes. RJ?
All right, Justin, yes, definitely would like to see some of that rain early next week. Let's take a look at the roads right now. Taking a look at I-10 and Woodlawn. Remember, they have switched over that bridge joint work there from the westbound lanes to the eastbound lanes as they continue to do all that work north of the downtown area on I-10 at the 35 intersection there downtown. 281 Thousand Oaks traffic looking pretty good so far. Right now, no major accidents to let you guys know about. The only thing that we're seeing at the moment is going to be ongoing construction northwest side of town, 1604 at I-10, and also over there 1604 westbound at Kyle Seal Parkway, but everything is looking pretty good for the most part if you're about to step outside on your Friday morning. In some other news this morning, we're now talking about another shooting that happened yesterday. Chief McManus says SAPD officers shot a woman near the medical center area. In this instance, the chief told KSAT that around 6 p.m. a woman was waving a gun and then pointed that gun at officers. That's when those officers say that they fired at her. She was hit and then rushed to a nearby hospital. The officers involved were not injured in this case. They'll be on administrative leave while the incident is investigated.
Switching gears now, San Antonio leaders have passed a nearly $4 billion budget, and it includes cuts and fee increases, but the city's property tax rate is the same. The unanimously approved plan is nearly 6% bigger than the year's budget. It includes more money to hire 65 new police officers, 15 new firefighters, and 14 more animal care service officers to help handle what the city calls critical calls. Homeless camp cleanups are also accounted for in the budget. The city aims to target 1,300 homeless encampments over the next fiscal year. A good chunk of that budget will also cover street maintenance. Specifically, $122 million will go into that. Also, for the first time in 15 years, San Antonio and the city's fire union have agreed to a new contract. The new 3-year deal will increase pay for firefighters by 21% over the next 3 years. If you want to take a closer look at the budget to see what's covered and what's not, of course, we got that article right there about all of it on our website at KSAT.com.
Yeah, that's a lot of information there. Check out our website. Well, Vice President Harris joined Oprah Winfrey late last night in front of a live studio audience that featured families speaking about abortion bans and recent school mass shootings. And audience members, made up mostly of Kamala Harris supporters, were allowed to directly ask questions to the vice president. How about former President Trump? He was also on the campaign trail last night, speaking at an anti-Semitism event in Washington. Trump pledged to be the defender of Jewish Americans if he wins the election.
Over in Kentucky, a judge is in a rural county. He was shot and killed in his courthouse chambers, and the local sheriff has been charged with his murder. The preliminary investigation indicates that Letcher County Sheriff Sean M. Steins shot District Judge Kevin Mullins multiple times following an argument inside the courthouse. Mullins, who held the judgeship for 15 years, died at the scene, and Steins surrendered without incident. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman said that his office will collaborate with a Commonwealth attorney in the region as a special prosecutors in the criminal case.
All right, 5:08 right now, and it is already a very busy Friday morning, 80 degrees outside.
It's an issue neighbors say that they're tired of dealing with. We're talking about illegal dumping along Quintana Road. We focus on that in our newest episode of Know My Neighborhood. That's coming up. A walk through the problem with neighbors who want something done.
And taking you outside with live cam. Again, good morning to everyone out there. Hopefully you get your weekend off started with us on a great footnote here as we get set for the weekend. We're going to check in with Justin throughout the rest of our half hour and also check on things on the roads right now. Obviously very quiet out there right now, but we will have the latest updates coming up.
Good morning. It is 5:12 right now. Thanks for getting up with us. We got the latest episode of Know My Neighborhood featuring South San in the books right now. It was so awesome going out there meeting all of you guys. And like every neighborhood, though, it does have its problems.
That's right. That includes hundreds of tires and piles of trash. You see it right here along Quintana Road. Avery Everett shows us why this road is considered to be one of the most extreme illegal dumping sites in the entire city.
It's bad. Really is bad.
A walk down the street can't be peaceful for Patrick Garcia.
This whole section is tires and trash.
Because the sidewalks around his property are buried under debris.
How often do you see piles like this on your property?
Well, this is nothing.
I know you said you found dead animals before in the piles.
Oh, dogs and cats.
Years of photos show illegal dumping in South San is a problem. And it's one Garcia is tired of dealing with.
You know, I spent time sweeping the street myself. It's costing me money.
And he's not alone.
Just ridiculous. We care about the land that we live near.
Toys, tires, and piles of trash. This is the reality for residents living in this neighborhood. And that's because of the big problem that illegal dumping has become. And the city says it cleans here every week.
If this is one of the worst dumping sites, put lights, and the city has resources to put cameras, and I think that would put a big stop to this mess.
The city says it struggles to enforce illegal dumping laws because you have to catch someone in the act. One sign sits outside Garcia's property.
You can barely read it anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the only warning label that we've seen.
That's right. That's it.
The city says with the new budget cycle, it's looking at options for new signage and surveillance. But neighbors say a solution can't come soon enough.
You have to zigzag through the items because they practically throw them on the street. We're tired of this.
Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
And that's just one of several stories that we highlighted on last night's Know My Neighborhood episode. You can find more stories about South San on our website at ksat.com. The comment section was like going crazy.
Yes.
This episode was one of a very special episodes, and just hearing Steve Spreester talk about it yesterday on GMSA at 9, you could tell the people there are just some solid
it's the perfect description for that community, pride and perseverance.
Amen.
And it's great, great job by our crew putting that together yesterday as we launched season 2 of Know My Neighborhood.
And you learn a lot. That's what I love
Yes,
about
you do.
this. You learn a lot, man. It's nice meeting all you guys again. 5:14, 80 degrees outside.
Up next, how a would-be car thief got trapped inside the car that he was trying to steal.
And nobody's stealing no cars right now on the roadways right now. Hopefully, we're taking a look around San Antonio. Thanks so much for waking up with us. We're going to go out to the Trans Guide cameras later on. RJ has got your back as far as what your commute is looking like. Welcome back to GMSA. It's 5:17. We got a crazy story to tell you guys about. Check this out. We got a suspected would-be car thief in Miami found locked inside of a car he was trying to steal. You see him right there, caught red-handed. Car's owner was stunned when he found the man locked inside his Corvette. According to the owner, the suspect was unaware that without the car's electronic keys, the security system would not allow it to start, and the locks to the doors or unlock the doors.
Okay, a lot of questions here, but to add insult to indignity, nice job there, producer Hardy, there was a manual door release handle under the seat, something else that apparently that suspect had no idea about. Miami Beach police eventually freed the guy there and then took him into custody.
That should be something that a lot of our cars, every car should have. First of all, that's a nice vehicle he tried to get into.
That is a nice car,
But the fact that, like, I'm telling you, like, that is just such a cool mechanism that, again, it locked the doors on him and he couldn't get out, like, whoo.
What was that call like? I mean, I guess it was the owner, right, that made the call.
It's like he's stuck in there, all right.
Oh, boy. All right. Taking a look at our TransGuide traffic cameras, 37 at Cesar Chavez. Traffic looking pretty good there. I-37 Pecan Valley, same situation on the southeast side of town. So KSAT is reporting a crash here, I-10 East at Wurzbach Road on the northwest side. So something we'll continue to monitor. They say that there's at least 2 main lanes blocked and the shoulders blocked there as well. So we're going to try and get eyes on this via TransGuide, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a call here in just a little bit during one of our breaks, see if we get a little bit more information. But again, I-10 East at Wurzbach Road. Y'all, seems like we have a pretty good crash out there.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
We're only a couple days away from our official fall date.
Yes, we are. And speaking of fall, I got a trivia question for you this morning. Our Just Ask Justin question. And I love that. Well, we got a lot to get to, so I'm going to make this quick. But how did the term fall come about? Is it from the Latin term falsus, which means false, the falling of the leaves, the sun falling earlier, or is it Latin for autumn?
Oh my gosh, Justin.
Think about it. Think about it.
Good one.
Yes.
It's so many options that you could pick there.
Yeah.
This is like one of those ACT questions that
I made it tricky this morning. Okay. All right. Rainfall totals yesterday. Yes, we did get some rain. Some of us did get some rain at least. About half an inch or close to it between Kirby and Schertz there on the northeast side. Thunderstorm popped up, dumped some pretty good rain. It was a sight to see. It also cooled us down a little bit in these areas after what was a really hot day. Trace of rainfall to the south, Elmendorf, about 1/10 of an inch, so that was good. Futurecast shows that we could get a few more of these showers and storms today. It does want to develop a storm or two by this afternoon, say maybe around 7, 8 o'clock. We'll see. I think anything we see is going to be few and far between, but the possibility is there. And if you're one of the lucky ones, hey, good looking out, because that is a nice change to these really hot temperatures. Here's what I think we'll hit today: 97 here in San Antonio, 99 in New Braunfels, 93 Kerrville, 97 in Hondo. This is basically where we were yesterday. We'll put it on repeat, and then you got the heat index to contend with because humidity is still very high. Heat indices will be 100 to 105, somewhere in that range. So that means football games tonight, just like last night, will be very rough until that sun goes down. Outside right now, 80. This looks a lot like yesterday's temperature graph. It's 78 in New Braunfels, 78 Converse, 75 Bernie, 76 in Kerrville. Our forecast today, noontime, we're at 90. Then we make our way up to 97. As I said, those feels like numbers, 100 to 105. Very quickly, our pattern down the line, high pressure finally moves away. And so by Monday, we get a weak frontal boundary. That could kick off a shower or two. But it's this low that we're going to be watching that could give us a little better chance for rain as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. I will tell you, though, there's still a lot of questions here as to how this all will evolve. So the forecast could change a little bit. But I'm hopeful that we'll at least get some cooler temperatures and maybe a shower or two as the system works its way into Texas. And we have to talk about the tropics really quickly. 40% chance of development middle part of next week, so we still have plenty of time to watch this. But I do think we'll get some disturbed weather down here. There's still a lot of questions as to what and when something will develop, and then from there, where does it go? It's just too early to tell. That's the bottom line. I could sit here and give you a forecast, but it wouldn't be accurate. So just know that we're going to be watching that too next week. 96 Saturday, 94 Sunday, and then as we get into next week, we did add in those rain chances to account for that pattern change. 20% Tuesday and Wednesday, highs in the lower 90s. At this point, that sounds really nice.
Oh my goodness. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. It is 5:22. We are 80 degrees outside right now.
All right, guys. Week 4 high school football already underway, and we had a big one yesterday at Ferris Stadium. We're going to show you some highlights of the Harlan-Brennan matchup and also talk a little bit about some Texas football. They are back on the field this weekend. There we go, BGC Week 4, and we had a top 10 matchup at Ferris last night. You see it behind me right here between 9th-ranked Brennan Bears and the 7th-ranked Harlan Hawks, who are coming off a bye week.
Here's how it all went down. First quarter, Hawks QB Aldrich Trotter rolls out and throws, but his pass is intercepted by the Bears' Jalen Garner, and Brennan is about to capitalize on the turnover. Get this, moments later, handoff goes to Micah Thompson, and he's making a house call. 37 yards to the end zone. Brennan leads 7-0, and the district opener goes to Brennan, 51-14. Great game right there.
Yeah, big win for the Bears. How about the Wagner Thunderbirds? They were hosting 2nd-ranked Piper. We remember them from the Pigskin Classic in their district opener. First quarter, the Thunderbirds strike first. Handoff goes to number 11. Check out my guy here, Sonny Serrano. He's doing the best here. Sheds a defender, stays inbounds, and Sonny takes it to the house. 49-yard touchdown for Wagner. They go up 7-0. So they were actually up 14-0 when our photographer left to go cover some other games, and Piper actually came back and won this game. We know that they are a solid team. They win this one 35-21 over Wagner. The Warriors are now 4-0.
Texas redshirt freshman Arch Manning will start at quarterback when the Horns host UL Monroe this Saturday. Head coach Steve Sarkisian announced that Quinn Ewers, who's coming back from an ab strain, making progress, but Sark wants him to heal up even more before the start of SEC play.
Yeah, I know a lot of Texas fans that like seeing Arch on the field. All right, some baseball this morning. Why are we talking baseball? This is pretty impressive stuff here. Dodger star Shohei Ohtani had an absolutely monster game yesterday. Check out this unreal line. Ohtani went 6 for 6 at the plate, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, a single in there, 10 runs batted in. Yes, 10 RBIs. He scored 4 times, and then also, just for good measure, went ahead and stole 2 bases as well. He also became the first big leaguer to ever reach the 50-50 club. That would be 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in the same season. And by the way, yes, the Dodgers did beat the Miami Marlins 20-4.
It's always good to see how happy they are when they accomplish a goal. But say his name again.
Shohei Ohtani.
Man, Shohei Ohtani.
Unbelievable stat line. I've never seen anything like that when it comes to professional baseball.
Awesome sports news right there. Okay, it is 5:28. We got 80 degrees outside.
All right, it's Friday. That means that we have tracked down some great deals for y'all heading into the weekend. We're going to be talking about our Friday finds coming up here in just a bit.
And ahead of 6, a long list of cases are creating a backlog at the Bexar County Crime Lab. What city leaders are counting on to catch up? Welcome back. We're following 2 developing stories overnight. First, a suspect now under arrest in the case of a 22-year-old UIW student, Joseph Vanales, who was shot and killed before crashing his vehicle in Selma last year in April. That suspect driven in front of our camera as he was taken into the Bexar County Detention Center just a couple of hours ago. We're going to have a live report on what we know so far coming up in our 6 o'clock hour of GMSA.
And our other big overnight story this morning, San Antonio police say that a robbery suspect is dead after officers shot him overnight. Chief William McManus tells us that police were watching the suspect during a store robbery near the 1400 block of Cantrell on the south side. When officers tried to pull him over, he ran away, and eventually the chief says he pulled a gun on those officers. That's when they shot him. We'll hear what the chief is saying about this case so far coming up at 6 o'clock as well.
Good morning and then happy Friday. Obviously, we have a jam-packed day, a lot of stuff to get to. But first, let's get right over to Justin Horn. We've been talking about warmer temperatures and also everybody's excitement for the fall official date.
Yes, Sunday is the official start to fall, and next week, as it turns out, could be a little bit busier. We do have some rain chances to talk about in all. I think things get a little bit better. Today, though, 97, so we're right back where we were yesterday. Temperatures warm up quickly, 90 noontime. We will start off with some clouds, and we have added in a small chance for stray storm. Roughly 3 to 7 p.m., just a 10% chance. But we did see a little bit of that yesterday. No reason to believe we wouldn't see a little bit of that again today. Let's talk football. Randolph versus Lanier, one of the games going on later this evening. It's going to be hot yet again. 93 at 7 o'clock, heat index still around 100, 90 at 8 o'clock, 87 at 9 p.m. So just like last night's games, it will be warm, it'll be muggy, and rough for the players and the fans. This is the change I was talking about. Next week, we do get the pattern to switch up a little bit. And I think that brings some rain chances into play Tuesday into Wednesday. Right now, just a 20% chance, but at least it's something. And I think temperatures start to come down a little bit. You know, by the way, we're going to be watching what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. So a lot of moving parts next week. We'll talk more about it and get into the details coming up in just a couple minutes. But let's get over to RJ. We've got an issue on the roads.
Yes, we do, Justin. Unfortunately for our drivers on the northwest side of town, you're taking a look there at I-10 East at Wurzbach. So right now, TxDOT is reporting this as a crash that has shut down a couple of lanes there and also the shoulder. So going to try and see if we could talk to our folks at TransGuide, see if they could maybe zoom out and give us a little bit more perspective of what's going on there. But if you're coming in, again, from maybe like the Dezavala area, coming in from potentially 1604 down to I-10, just keep this one in mind because this looks like it might be off to the side, but we are seeing some traffic get through this area. This is the only incident that we are following at the moment. And again, we'll continue to gather more details and give you more updates as we get them. Japhanie?
In February of 2023, 81-year-old Ramon Najera and his wife were attacked by loose dogs on a West Side street. Najera died later that day, and now, later today, the owners of those dogs will find out how long they'll be behind bars for that attack. Krista Moreno and Abilene Schneider pleaded guilty, and they will be sentenced this afternoon. We'll cover that live on KSAT.com. That all starts at 1:30.
All right, now to a would-be carjacking victim who says that he wants that teen suspect who fired a gun at him to face justice. So you can still see right there some of the marks on the back of Timothy Van Lindert's car from the scary encounter that took place on Wednesday morning. He says that he fought with the 14-year-old suspect who tried to take his car at gunpoint and then also fired a shot. It happened at his apartment complex not too far from I-35 and Ritterman Road on the near northeast side. Police eventually caught the teen who was still carrying the gun at a school nearby. Van Lindert says that even though he is a minor, minor, this teen needs to face major consequences.
I looked at this kid like a kid of nobody, but he fought, he had a gun, he pulled the trigger.
All right, Van Linder says that even though he came close to potential disaster and obviously injury, he says that he would not do anything differently. Well, this weekend you can help save the life of someone who put their life on the line for our freedom. Sunday is Texas Veterans Suicide Prevention Day.
It was designated by the Texas governor and lawmakers as a day to encourage those who are facing mental struggles. Patty Santos tells us that there are more veterans live here in Bexar County than any other county in Texas.
According to numbers by the Texas Workforce Investment Council, the top industries where veterans work in our communities are construction, national security and law enforcement, and schools. So you can see veterans continue to be a strong part of keeping our community safe. Here's how family, friends, and coworkers can help look out for them. First of all, understand that their military service may have exposed them to trauma. Build a rapport with that veteran and become educated on warning signs like feeling hopeless, anxious, or agitated, trouble sleeping, or abuse of alcohol and drugs.
Everyone can help reduce suicide, not just for veterans, but for the whole population of Texas. By educating yourself on what are the risk factors, how you can play a role, how you can help strengthen protective factors, get people connected. That is a very enriching experience, and that's something that really can save lives.
There are plenty.
The Federal Trade Commission says that several social media and streaming services have engaged in a, quote, vast surveillance of consumers, including minors. The findings come from a study of how 9 companies, including Meta, YouTube, and TikTok, collected and used consumer data. The sites, which mostly offer free services, profited off of the data by feeding it into advertising that targets specific users by demographics. The FTC also claims that the companies failed to protect users, especially children and teens. Tech giants are under the intense scrutiny for abuses of privacy and have in recent years been blamed in part for contributing to the mental health crisis among young people and children.
All right, well, this story made me smile here. Some of your favorite childhood toys, some throwback toys and games are likely among the 12 finalists for November's National Toy Hall of Fame induction. Here we go. Let's check out some of these toys. The finalists include Apples to Apples, balloons, Choose Your Own Adventure game books, Hess toy trucks, My Little Pony, and Phase 10. Also on the list here, we got Transformers, Pokemon, the trading card game, remote-controlled cars, love that, sequence stick, horse, and trampoline. Fans can cast their votes for this nominations until September 25th as part of the Player's Choice ballot at toyhalloffame.org. The winners will go on to be on display at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. I need to check this museum out.
Yes.
We're up there. To me, I was thinking about this when I was looking at this story earlier. I remember my Game Boy. That's the one thing that I carried around with me constantly. It was with me, attached to my hip.
I always underestimated the fun of the remote control cars.
Yes.
My dad would have a bunch of them, and I remember as I got older, I was just like, it was like, man, it felt like you were actually racing something. So good toy selection right there.
Absolutely. All right, guys, 5:38 right now, 80 degrees outside.
And as we head into the weekend, there are a lot of deals that you can save some money on. Friday finds coming your way next.
And we're taking you outside live cam again, starting off your Friday morning here, taking a look at the beautiful city of San Antonio. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We do have a crash on the northwest side of town. We're going to talk about that here in just a bit. And also check in on your weekend forecast. How are things going to look outside?
Hey there, looking for a fancy place to go this weekend? Social media creator Tally Joyce tells us her Friday finds. Tally, what bougie places should we try?
Hi, I am so excited. There's so many new places opening up, and with the weather being so nice, I recommend going to 2 new rooftops. One of them is called High Praise. It's located inside the Intercontinental Hotel, and it's amazing. They have a nice pool, and they have different events coming up as well for the fall. And then the other hotel is called Tenfold. It's inside the Kimpton Hotel. It's so luxurious. It really doesn't feel like you're in San Antonio, but I love it because you get to see the skyline. The drinks are good and the food as well. So I really recommend checking them out.
All right, those look great. You can follow her on Instagram at Tally Joyce. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
All right, you got some bougie spots to go to. I like that.
Love it. 542, 80 degrees outside.
All right, not really bougie, but Red Lobster, we all love it. And you'll be able to enjoy those Cheddar Bay biscuits for a while longer. I know I'm excited about this. How Red Lobster was able to get out of bankruptcy.
Hey, it's fancy smancy for some people out there. Let's go. All right, right now we're taking a live look outside at San Antonio. Of course, we're still dealing with this situation over here at I-10 and Wurzbach, right at that area. So we'll check in with Child's Guide to figure out exactly what's going on and figure out how your commute is looking moving forward throughout the morning.
Once in a lifetime is never enough.
Never enough.
For the ring finger,
For every finger.
for right now,
For the future.
for all the joy, the love, the warmth, the brilliance, for all that is beautiful in life. For all the precious moments,
For anywhere.
anywhere,
And everywhere.
for all the right reasons.
Or just because.
Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. For all who love. Pandora, lab-grown diamonds.
Take a breath of fresh air with the Stanley Steamer Air Duct Cleaning. We clean over 10 million feet of air ducts each year with our specialized trucks, built by us, removing the contaminants from your home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer Clean.
It's your home cleaner.
How was everyone's day?
It was great. We made this taco crescent ring. I saw a weird bird. You came home. You came home. I rode the vacuum, and now we're eating dinner.
Welcome back, 547 in your morning consumer headlines. Chicken parm and endless pasta fans, listen up. Olive Garden has struck a deal to use Uber Eats for deliveries for some of its locations. So this begins later this year at a limited number of locations and will likely expand nationally to its more than 900 Olive Gardens later on in May. So if this pilot program is successful, Uber Eats has taken over deliveries from Olive Garden employees, but food can only be ordered through the Olive Garden websites and their app, not through the Uber Eats app.
Sticking with food, man, one of the world's most famous seafood restaurants was able to claw out of financial problems. We're talking about Red Lobster. It is out of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy. According to a statement from its CEO, he said that the Florida-based chain is now, quote, stronger, more resilient, and ready for a bright new chapter. He also added the restructuring process includes more than $60 million in funding. Red Lobster has 545 locations in the U.S. and Canada and employs roughly 30,000 workers. So you can have all you can eat shrimp all day long, all that good stuff, but the biscuits though.
I was gonna say, have you ever just gone and just ate biscuits?
I did. One time I got one of those to go and I was just like, yo, bro, I can eat this all day long.
Biscuits and Olive Garden breadsticks. Maybe I like carbs. Breads are both good.
And cheddar biscuits.
Yes.
Sound amazing right now. Yes. All right, guys, update here. I-10 and Wurzbach, obviously you see the situation. They have cleared out that crash. So got a little bit more details. That was actually on the access road, so it didn't really cause too many major delays on the main lanes as we take a look at some of our other cameras there. 37 Cesar Chavez. Hey, the Alamo Dome right there going to be very busy this weekend because we got UTSA back in the building. 2:30 p.m. kickoff against Houston Christian out there. Go Birds. I know you're looking at me. Like,
who does Texas State play though?
Look, Texas State is on a bye.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and we already beat UTSA.
Oh wow! You're just gonna throw that out there, very casually. Just threw that out there.
Smooth.
Hey, real quick, I'd be remiss if I didn't wish my youngest daughter happy birthday today.
Oh,
yes, it's
Happy birthday.
her 7th birthday. I can't believe it.
That's so crazy. 7 was actually my favorite year as a kid, too.
It's a good one. Man, I feel old, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Weekend is upon us. You got weekend plans Saturday, 96. The heat index will be near 100 tomorrow. Sunday, little cooler, 94, and I think humidity levels come down just a hair. It's not a huge change, but you may notice it. And again, we've been harping about it, but fall officially begins at 7:44 a.m. on Sunday. So let's look at the futurecast for today. And yes, we did see a few showers and storms yesterday. I think that possibility is there again today. So 5 o'clock shows 1 or 2 showers, and then by say 6 or 7 shows a little bit more activity. Not a guarantee. It'll be few and far between if we see anything at all. But I do want to alert you that it's a possibility. Select few can get a quick downpour. I don't think this would interrupt any Friday night football, but it is something we would keep an eye on. 78 at 7 o'clock. 83 at 10 a.m., 90 at noontime, 97 is where we end up. That heat index anywhere from 100 to 105. We actually peaked heat index, peaked at a 106 heat index yesterday. Pretty incredible. So we'll be right back in that range again today. Just know it'll be very hot and humid, and you can feel the humidity this morning. 80 degrees still, 78 New Braunfels, 77 Converse, and mid-70s for Bernie and Kerrville. And there's a look at the dew points. They are sky high. This is tropical thick air. And as I said, there is some hope that these numbers come down at least a little bit in the coming days. I think by the weekend, you'll see them drop into more tolerable range here, even going into early next week. The question will be will some of that moisture translate into some showers and storms? I think the possibility is there next week as we get a bit of a pattern change. So we've had that heat high over us, right? It finally moves towards Florida, and we get a low to develop out west. Still some questions as to how this will evolve exactly, but I think we'll get a weak front Monday. That could be enough to kick off a shower or two, mainly north of San Antonio. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, as this trough and this low moves a little bit closer, that could also kick off some showers and storms. But again, there's some questions as to where exactly this trough will develop and where it will move through. Right now, we have just a 20% chance of rain in the forecast Wednesday and Thursday. Then in the tropics, we've been discussing this too. There is a potential for some development as we get into the middle part of next week. How that storm system that I just showed you evolves across the country will have a big bearing on how this kind of evolves, whether or not we get something to develop at all, but where it will go beyond that. And it's just too early to say just yet. We don't have anything that's really developed. So just know that's all things we'll be watching next week. We showed you the weekend forecast, and yes, next week we have rain chances in there, Wednesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, I should say, but some small chances even going into Thursday. And the temperatures are just a little bit better, low 90s versus upper 90s.
All right. Well, we'll take it. Like I said, we've been through literal 100-degree weather, and now the 90s ain't gonna be nothing.
We'll turn the corner there. So pack your pickle juice if you're headed out for those Friday night and Saturday night football games, y'all. 5:53 right now, 80 degrees outside.
Up next, you can relive the Karate Kid movies in game form. That looks pretty cool. Plus, we got a Hello Kitty game gets an update.
Sweep the leg. Game Mill Entertainment has released the Karate Kid Street Rumble. Locations from the 1980s movie trilogy get a retro-style recreation in the side-scroller. Players can practice their crane technique on PC, PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox consoles. Hello Kitty Island Adventure has received an update. Players get to explore a new island and encounter a new character. The game is currently an Apple Arcade exclusive, with releases slated for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC in 2025. Get ready for Orange Season. The new cozy game provides players with a farming-focused RPG experience. Orange Season is scheduled to squeeze onto PC, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation consoles October 24th. Leveling up in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
All right, Karate Kid. That looks like
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that was pretty epic right there. Almost time for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. It's on September the 28th at Providence Catholic School. We want to see all of you guys there. It's right across from the KSAT studios downtown. KSAT supports Head for the Cure in honor of our former news director, Jim Boyle, who died of brain cancer. All the money from that event goes to brain cancer research. We've got all the information you need to know about it right there on KSATcommunity.com.
All right. So yes, it's already been a very busy hour of Good Morning San Antonio. Coming up next at 6 o'clock. Check this out here. Home security cameras capturing a Brahma bull on the loose, just hanging out there in someone's front yard. Why neighbors, though, are telling us that this is not the first time it's happened.
And our coverage continues over the overnight arrest in the deadly shooting of 22-year-old Incarnate Word student. What we've been able to learn in the past few hours.